This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, September 25th. I'm James Spann. We stayed dry through the daytime hours Saturday, but looks like a big rain event shaping up as the weekend wraps up. So some things to talk about today. Let's go in there and take a look. We'll start with some of the Skycam shots first off. This is coming from Trussville. Really a nice sky. Those are cirrus clouds up at about 20,000 feet with the sun getting through. Very similar sky from Birmingham. That's the view from the Daniel Building on 20th Street downtown. Clouds a little thicker on the eastern side of the state. That's coming from Cheaha State Park. And boy, that's a nice shot right there. That is coming from Lamar County. A cobalt blue fall sky from the Gilmer Dairy Farm, not too far from Sulligent. All right, there's a look at the big picture. Water vapor satellite view. Big trough coming into the west coast. Good rains falling for parts of northern California today. Down here, dry air mass, and it feels pretty good. Upper 70s, low 80s. The cooler spots down to the south. Auburn, only at 72. A wedge, cold air damming type thing setting up there, and they've got some clouds. But Birmingham at 81. We'll expect low to mid 80s tomorrow and Saturday. Very quiet weather around the nation. Hardly any watches or warnings to deal with. But the rain numbers look pretty good for the state now. We could use this. This is the rain valid through Tuesday morning of next week, and this is suggesting rain totals of about 2 inches statewide. And we think Sunday could be a pretty big rain day, as you'll see in just a minute, and maybe lasting into Monday. In the tropics, still very quiet, little weak disturbance halfway between the Leeward Islands and the coast of Africa. That should not develop into things. Will remain quiet for a while. Here's the GFS valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. This is the 12Z run at 500 millibars. Little upper feature around El Paso, Texas. Big trough on the west coast. And again, for us, we're in a dry air mass. Sky partly to mostly sunny with a high around 83. In fact, both the NAM and the GFS are at 83 tomorrow. Be a great night for high school football games tonight and tomorrow night. This is Saturday during the day, 1 o'clock Saturday, and it still looks dry. Highs, again, around 83. The chance of rain during the day is so small, not worth mentioning. But let's go to the high-res NAM later in the day. This is 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. And this is showing a few showers over the Tennessee Valley, some rain beginning to break out over West Alabama. So we might consider the chance of a shower late in the day with a better chance of rain Saturday night. And then Sunday looks very wet. We've got shortwave energy coming in from the west from time to time. We have seen a well-defined surface low, not on this run, but still should be a good rain event. This is the instability of the surface-based Cape, valid Sunday at 4 o'clock local time, suggesting the higher instability values over the central and southeast part of the state. And this is what's so impressive. This is the precipitable water values. And these numbers are really ramping up to excessive levels. Where you see those shades of deep purple, that's well over 2 inches. And that's about as high as it gets here. And that means this might be a heavy rain event for parts of the state. So Sunday, we'll mention rain and storms, rain possibly heavy at times. Clearly a chance of some thunder with the instability values, but severe weather not expected. And then Monday, this run still looks fairly wet for much of the state as the 12Z run keeps the dynamic lift going. So we'll hang on to a chance of rain and storms Monday. And then Tuesday, that feature moves on, and we are in drier air. And there's no cool air behind this. It'll be pretty warm. If the sun breaks out, we think it will Tuesday. We'll be up in the middle 80s. This is Wednesday of next week. Same thing. Mid 80s are likely. And a week from today, you can see the heights are coming down over the northwest part of the nation. And we'll keep an eye on that. Down below that, a surface front is lined up north and west of the state, but that looks dry. We might see some rain perhaps the day after that, Friday of next week, the 3rd of October. Go later in the month. This is the 7th of October. Another cold front coming in. Good shot of cold air behind that with those low thickness values. And this is the end of the forecast, October the 11th. The upper low is just off the coast of California, not too far from San Francisco. And for us, if that's right, the weather will be relatively quiet. Temperatures over the next 15 days coming off the ensemble. Next week looking relatively warm. This is ramping us up to 87 on Wednesday, but then we cool right back down for that first full week of October. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.